Hello, hello, hello. I am about to do a card reading from the Go Ask Alice Oracle and Tea Party game. Here we go. I'm Amanda Eloesh, the author of the Go Ask Alice Oracle and Tea Party game, and I'm going to do a card reading for you today. I want you to help me out. Cross time and space. Put your breath on the card. Blow, 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 blow. And here we go. Which card shall it be? The pigeon. What is the pigeon? Do you remember the pigeon in Alice's Adventures in Wonderland? The Go Ask Alice Oracle and Tea Party game is an oracle based on Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. So the pigeon, if you recall or don't, the pigeon is a creature that Alice comes upon when she's very tall, but she's not just tall. Her neck is incredibly long, and her head is up in the trees, and the pigeon is very, very upset and accusing her of being a serpent and trying to eat her eggs, her babies, as in the form of eggs. And Alice is trying to convince her that she is not a serpent, is not going to eat her babies, and in fact is just a little girl who's become crazy tall with a crazy long neck because of, well, she's in Wonderland. She's been nibbling on things like mushrooms and cakes, tea cakes, and drinking from curious bottles. The pigeon will have none of it, and has very, very sad and breaks down and just talks about how overwhelmed she is about all this nonsense with the snakes. And so this card reading, the pigeon, is about biases, labels, judgments, navigation. Why? Because pigeons are incredible navigators. And this is about navigating your judgments and biases. It's about discernment, defensiveness, victim mentality, and vicious cycle. So just like the pigeon, if we have a particularly traumatic event, I can imagine having your babies eaten by a snake would be very traumatizing. And if it's happened multiple times, then that's a repeat offense. And it kind of creates this ongoing fear and vigilance to guard against this terrible thing. But the problem with that is that that's all you're looking for. And if that's all you're looking for, guess what? That's all you're gonna see. So you could apply this to your own life and imagine if there's something that's been traumatizing, something that's been very upsetting, especially something that has happened over and over, you may be stuck in a vicious cycle. Because when your mind is, and your whole body, your whole system is in trauma, then there is this survival program running, and that survival program is hypervigilant, trying to find the next threat. And trying to find the next threat means that you're likely to not see the good. You're likely to not see things for exactly as they are, and instead project onto them the threat. And so whether it's actually real or not, then we kind of manifest it and make it real, at least in our own reality. And sometimes the way that we project can be so powerful and so profound and have such a big influence on the circumstances and the people around us that we can end up playing an unintentional role in manifesting those tragedies and traumas again, even if it's not necessarily happening in real life, we kind of make it happen in our own minds. So how do you break out of it? Well, it is very important to let yourself grieve and to let yourself heal the nervous system and heal those parts of the self that are stuck in that survival program. And that's easier said than done, and a lot deeper and more complex than just a card reading can do for you. But there is a meditation for you to go deep with this and to get some wisdom and insights. And it's important to stay curious. I'd say the key thing, like if you're gonna walk away from this with some bit of help, to heal beyond the repeating vicious cycle would be to stay curious and to recognize, gosh, I've had this old pattern happen in my life before, and maybe I'm seeing things in that way when they're not really real. Maybe that's just how I'm putting information together. Maybe my nervous system is on hyper alert and it feels like my intuition is trying to protect me from something real, but maybe it's not. So stay curious. What's actually happening? Be willing to ask questions of other people as well, other people involved. Did you mean that? What was your experience? What was your intention? What can we create in this moment that's different than the past? And staying curious, how do I create a new reality for myself? So every single oracle reading comes with a guided meditation, at least one, sometimes multiple, sometimes also practices that you can use as well to get more out of your reading. And I'm going to read one of the meditations. There are actually 3 for this one. Whenever you start to find yourself worrying about something you don't want, this is your cue to focus on what it is you do want. The famous Sufi poet Rumi said, "Look for the soul, you become the soul. Hunt for the bread, you become the bread. Whatever you look for, you are." And I would take that and add a little bit, whatever you look for, you will probably find. So take a moment, anytime you feel a sense of fear, to take a deep breath. Imagine letting go of the fear for a moment with the exhale and focus yourself on what it is you do want, not the negation of what you don't want, such as, I don't want to feel this pain, rather something like, I want to feel at ease and strong no matter what my circumstances, or I want to feel happiness in my mind, body, and spirit. Now, as you allow what you do want to become clearer, stay with it until it feels like a complete picture. Let your senses, all of your senses, let yourself see, let yourself feel, let yourself hear what that would be like to experience what you do want. Once the picture and the feeling is complete, give thanks for it as if it has already happened. Once we experience something, whether it was imaginary or not, it passes into the same part of our memory. So you can start to help your body, mind, and spirit experience what it is you do want as though it has already come to be. It may sound like a lot of silliness that only exists in Wonderland, but if you really put yourself into this practice, you'll find the hidden magic of getting what you want and not what you fear. So, dear viewer, thank you for tuning in. I'm Amanda Eloesh. I'm the author of the Go Ask Alice Oracle and Tea Party game. It's not only an oracle. When you pick a card, you can look up an oracle and then read the meditations and practices along with the meaning to get guidance for your life. You can flip it over and look up the meaning for the Tea Party game. So I'll give you an example and we'll look up the pigeon. What is the Tea Party instruction for the pigeon? The pigeon instructions say, pigeons really get a bad rap. They are amazing navigators, and as to this moment, no one really knows exactly how they do what they do. No matter what you do to disorient them, they seem impervious and will find their way home. They are messengers and magical migrants. Is there a time when you got very disoriented or lost? How did you find your way home to home base? Swap stories in a small group. So if you want, you can put your answers in the comment. Share about a time you got lost. What was that like? What happened? Did you have any fun adventures? Did you have any terrible mishaps? Please share in the comments. I'd love to hear. And also share what you think about the Go Ask Oracle and Tea Party game. And if you like this, then give it a thumbs up. If you want to be notified of the oracle readings that I'm going to be doing here on a regular basis, please subscribe now. And then you'll be able to get notifications when I do new oracle readings. And if you want to just check in and get a free card reading any old time you want, you can visit my website, goaskaliceoracle.com. It's all one word, goaskaliceoracle.com. And that you will find in the comments and the information section of this video. Thank you again for tuning in. May you be blessed by this wisdom, and may it help you to navigate your own adventures down your own personal rabbit hole into your own inner wonderland. Bye-bye.